Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School. I just arrived in Los Angeles, and now why did I come to LA? Did I have any particular reason to come here? Kind of yes and kind of no. You know, as an entrepreneur, you get past that life that you had in corporate America where you would do things and go places because somebody told you to go there. You know, like, oh, my company sent me to this place or that place. That's not really the life of an entrepreneur. And as an entrepreneur, you kind of get the luxury and the pleasure of deciding where you want to go, where you want to be. So I decided, you know what? I like California. I love LA. So I was like, I'm going to give myself a reason to have to be in LA. So I decided to come out here, and so over the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be shooting a lot of, why would you come to Hollywood if you ain't going to shoot stuff? So I'm going to be staying in West Hollywood, and I'm going to be shooting stuff in Dame Dash Studios. Dame has an office out there now, so I'm going to hang out with him for a little bit. We're going to shoot some stuff for Intelligent Boss Moves. I'm also going to go to The Real Network with Tierra Williams, and we're going to shoot some stuff over there. I'm also going to go hang out at YouTube Studios. In case you don't know, YouTube has a great studio that you can get access to if you have a certain number of subscribers on your YouTube channel. So since we have 100,000, 115,000, something like that, we get access to all these great facilities, and so it's pretty cool, you know. So hopefully you'll see some pretty cool content come out of this. And also, I made another business deal today. I made an agreement to appear on May 19th in New Orleans in the 504 with my homeboy D1. If you know D1, if you don't know him, look him up. It's DEE-1. D1 is, to me, the future of hip hop. Brilliant young brother, straight out of New Orleans. I compared him. I always said he was like Lil Wayne's doppelganger. He's what Lil Wayne would be out of New Orleans if he were to use his powers for good as opposed to evil. But I'm not dissing Wayne. That's not what this is about. It's really to celebrate what this brother does with his music, elevating and educating and strengthening the world. He has a hit song right now called Sally Maybach that has got millions of views on YouTube, and I'm very proud of him because I remember he told me about that song before he was going to put it out, and I said I think it could be a hit. A lot of people are affected by what's happening in student loans and financial issues and things like that, and he put it out there. It was a smash hit. And here's one thing that's interesting. When he was going to make the song, he had black people that he looked up to in the industry who said that it wouldn't work. They said, oh, niggas don't go to college. Well, a lot of black people do go to college, and we ain't niggas. That's the bottom line. So anyway, I'm about to get on out of here. Reminder, if you live in Kansas City, anywhere near Kansas City, Missouri, even 1,000 miles away, and you want to make the drive, we're going to be in KC Mo, Kansas City, Missouri on April 22nd at the gym on 18th and Vine. We're also going to be in Baltimore on April 28th. That's going to be huge. We're already selling a ton of tickets in Baltimore and Kansas City. So Houston, by the way, I want to say thank you to Houston. We just did Houston yesterday. Sold out. Totally sold out. And we planned this 5 days in advance. So in case you're wondering, this is kind of a helter-skelter thing. I decided this year, and I want to encourage you to grow every year. This is what we talk about in our Black Keys to Greatness class, is about growing. So how am I going to teach you about growing if I'm not trying to grow myself? So for me, my growth area was, I said, you know what, I do a lot of stuff online, but I need to get out here and really meet the people, give them hugs, sit next to them, look them in the eye, talk to them. So this year I said, I'm not going to keep talking about doing it tomorrow, because eventually tomorrow turns into today, which turns into yesterday, and eventually you run out of tomorrows. So I said, instead of doing it tomorrow, I'm gonna do it right now. So a lot of times I'll say, you know what, I'm not gonna put off going to this city. I'm gonna go and just do it now. Just find me a venue, let's make it happen. Let's sell the tickets, let's just hope people show up. And so far, every venue has been absolutely packed. Houston was so packed that in 5 days we sold almost all our tickets online. And I said, oh my God, what if people show up at the door? Which they do. Usually at the door, the number of people that show up at the door matches the number of people who bought online. So we sold a bunch of tickets online, and then people showed up at the door, and the capacity was 300. So they put 50 more seats in there. So we had 350. Then they let 50 people stand up. So we have 400. But then after that, they had to tell people no. So if you're one of the people that had to get turned away, I'm so sorry. In Chicago, the lines, I know, were down the block. I heard some people tell me that they couldn't get in, and a couple people actually left because of that. If you're one of those people, I apologize. I'll make it up to you. You know, maybe send me an email or something. My email address is boyce@boycewatkins.com. I do have people now that help me manage all the emails that come in. So maybe we can give you something free, because I want to apologize. I'm going to tell you, we're learning. We're figuring this out, and we really didn't know what the response was going to be. We didn't know, you know, it's one thing if people like you enough to watch a video or to read an article, but it's another thing to know that people like you enough to actually get up, leave the house, and drive to a venue. And that's the kind of thing we talk about a lot in the Black Business School in our classes, is, you know, business development, how you do trial and error to try to figure out what your market looks like, what people, you know, whether people are vibing and benefiting from whatever you're offering to the world. So I'm learning as we go along, but I'm gonna keep doing my best. And my goal right now is to do everything I can to be a direct participant in what I consider to be the Black economic revolution. I think Black people, there are millions of us who are tired of feeling sorry for ourselves. We're tired of waiting on Democrats to take care of us. We're tired of believing that we have to go work for white people. And this is the takeover, baby. That's what it is. I mean, seriously, like, this is the takeover. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. You know, when I hear from people every day that tell me that they're taking over their lives, that they're moving forward and doing bigger and better things. That, you know, I'm teaching my child, you know, financial literacy at the age of 2, or I just, you know, left my job and started my business. That to me is like America's worst nightmare. You know, that's the essence of manhood right there as a Black man. Get your own, build your own. To be a king, you got to learn how to build castles. Same thing with Black women. We know Black women, you know, we know that, well, better yet, the Black women in our space are queens. Now, not every Black woman's a queen, because we've seen some Black women, unfortunately, who've been taught to be something different. But the Black women in our space who buy into these ideas of strength and family, they got to be queens. And you got to treat them like that. You know, you got to give them that respect all the time, because as men, that's our job, is to protect and to provide, and etc. So anyway, I'm about to get out of here. I gotta go. I'm at Hertz, as you can see, so I need to get out of the Hertz parking lot making videos before they think I'm a Black man trying to steal a car. But don't forget, Kansas City on the 22nd, Baltimore on the 28th, New Orleans on the 19th of May, and then New York City the week after that. So New York is going to be big. We are excited. We're going to tear it up. It's going to be amazing. And just so you know, here's a secret. I might do something while I'm in Los Angeles. I talked to Tariq Nasheed about finding potential venues. We just got to find a place that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So if we can find that, then I might do something while I'm here in Los Angeles. I'm looking at the 13th. So anyway, take care, guys. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. If you want to know more about the tour, if you want to follow it, go to thedrboycewatkinstour.com. That's thedrboycewatkinstour.com. You can actually sign up on the mailing list. Make sure you sign up so that you can get tour updates of what cities we come into, because I might sneak in and out of your city, and I hate for us to miss each other. So take care, guys. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.